Okay. Good evening, everyone. I hope everybody is doing well tonight. Um, I just want to say, as everybody know, well, the ones who started out with me since I've been on here, viewing or not liking or whatever you're doing, long as you're watching, and I'm hoping to get a message across. But as you all know, I've been on my own personal journey with coming out of stagnation. I won't speak on the what, when, whys, or hows, or whatever, nothing like that, but I'll just say that I've been through some things. And sometimes when you're going through that, especially when you're a slight introverted person, it can be a little rough, right? At the end of the day, it's like I also know that a lot of you guys out there has been going through or probably been going through some things in your life as well. And some of us even been since we've been in the womb. Like, it feel like since you came out the womb, stuff ain't been right in your life. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to say that there's a blessing behind every teardrop, every heartache, every hardship, every disappointment, and every lesson. I'm a little off tonight, guys, but I'll get it together. It takes me some time to get it together sometimes, And I also wanted to, well, I'm not going to stop what I'm doing, but I also wanted to make it known, no, I'm not going to stop what I'm doing. All right, I'm going back into my reading because I want to get me thrown off, but I ain't going to get thrown off. I'm finished what I'm trying to do. Okay? So, but sometimes, because my paper's rolling up on me and everything, but sometimes, you have to use it, lose it, and make it your own personal testimony, with things that people do to you, whereas you don't hold on to it like that, I know it's not easy because half the time it's coming from a dark place or it lands into you in a dark place. And we hold things for some reason. A lot of times, some of us will hold things that hurt us the most. We'll hold on to it in our spirit and in our soul. We'll hold on to it. And I was uncomfortable getting on here when I first started, but now I feel like it's simply gotten me also through the process of releasing my own burdens, my own lifelong burdens, in order to truly begin being free. And I'm hoping that this will give somebody else the courage to do the same for themselves as well. Oh, goodness, really? Something's calling in. So I'll wait. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. I should have put on airplane mode or something. Lord, get off. I'm not sure if this is affecting my camera or not with this call coming through. But give me 1 second. Okay. It hung up. But anyway, like I was saying, I'm hoping that, me sharing these things will help somebody else out in the long run. So, because that's the whole purpose for my channel, Okay, if somebody out there might be struggling with the same thing, I just hope this benefits you in some way as well. Anyway, I would like to speak today on releasing stagnation. And I think, yeah, that's what we're going to talk about today. I got these papers all rolled up. Well, y'all know, sometimes in our lives we can feel like we're drowning in everything around us, right? Which causes us to mentally harvest every hurt, word, or abuse which we've ever endured from another, no matter what form it came in, we begin to harvest it in our minds and in our spirit and stuff like that. And sometimes we take it with us, throughout life, The toughest thing sometimes is hardest to drop. Not for everybody. Some people, they can brush it right off. But for those of us who it seems to linger in our spirit from some reason, especially if it continues over and over again. It just seems to be stuck with us, right? Okay. Okay, hold on, I'm sorry. Okay, whether it can be from physical, by way of domestic violence, bullying, etc., whether it can be by sexual, rape, sodomy, molestation, and forced prostitution, or it can even be mental. The mental part is when people that you love the most seem to tell you that you're not good enough. You get to hear that all the time, that you just, like, no matter what you do, you ain't good enough. You ain't doing good enough. And sometimes even in that process, they can tend to even call you names and everything, low rate you, scandalize your name, all that. Even when you're doing your very best, you're just never good enough. You know what I'm saying? You're never good enough. So when this happens, guys, we can often end up attaching ourselves to things which only drag us down deeper and deeper waters. It only drags us down in deeper waters. Certain things we can attach ourselves to would be drugs, alcohol, promiscuity, misuse of prescription drugs, overeating, and sometimes, in some cases, we can even attach ourselves to other abusers. So when we do that, it's like it never stops. It's like it never ends, because you deal with all your life, and then somehow it's almost like it becomes the norm. So when you run into somebody in the norm, and almost a form of this is how, I guess this is how people love. I guess this is how the world just is, because this is how everything I've been around my life has been. So maybe this is just the way it is. We get caught up in that web of just like accepting that, feeling like that's just the way it is. That's just the way of life. You can come up as a kid in abusive household, for instance. And then when you do go along and you get out in the real world, you seem to attach yourself to people who come along and do the same thing to you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the main thing you would have wanted to avoid, because you done dealt with that all your life. You done dealt with, whether it was violence in your home or abuse or whatever, you dealt with it all your life. So when you take it with you into adulthood, to you it almost becomes like, well, this is normal. I guess this is how people is, and we tend to give up on what's really the best thing for us. You know what I'm saying? For our own true happiness. Okay. But going forward, we must begin to recognize when someone is truly handling us with care versus misusing and abusing us. You got some cases where packages get handled better than people, right? You see the little label on the box say this side up. You're like, okay, this side up. Let me turn it this side up. Or fragile, right? Right, how you get your package and you get something, maybe got glass in it, or a vase or anything, and you got fragile on that box, right? You're going to make sure you handle that box with care, because you don't want to break the vase. No, you got that vase to match with your new table set, right? So you're not going to do that. So why do we tend to do things like that with people? Strange, isn't it? It's crazy. Okay? So today, let's take some time to realize that we are only stuck because of what the thoughts of others have placed upon our heads, right? And this is due to their own discombobulated entities which have inflicted their own personal souls, right? So it's almost like another way of saying hurt people hurting people, right? It's like saying hurt people all over again. And because they couldn't find a way to make it up to the surface to come up for their own breath of fresh air, they simply continue to pull others down deeper, so that they can selfishly get their air. So if you in a swimming pool and you notice, like, shoot, you fell in and somebody fall in with you, if they dragging you down, pulling you down to pull themselves up, standing up on your neck, they getting that fresh air. But in the meantime, you drowning. because they're pulling you down, and even if you can swim, somebody on your neck or on your back, you ain't going to swim that good. Anyway, I'm off track today a little bit, guys, but I'm going to get this out fast as I can before my phone blink off. Anyway, that's what tends to happen, and they'll do that just so they can breathe better. So they breathe better, but you're breathing better, but in the meantime, you're drowning. You're down there drowning, fighting for your life, right? And that's the whole thing. If that type of cycle continues, then nobody survives at the end of the day. It's just a pattern that continues to go. Okay, so today, my loves, I'm asking y'all to begin the process of releasing all of these things which have held you back in your life from fulfilling your own true life's purpose, dreams, and or has hindered you from reaching your fullest potential. And start by remembering that you are loved, you are great, and you are somebody. Okay? So on that note, you must first learn to hold on to that which is the greatest love of all. And what that is when you learn to love yourself. When you learn to love yourself, nobody's going to love you better than you can love yourself. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? So you got to start loving yourself first before you can love somebody else. It's just almost impossible to do that. Somebody's going to hurt out of it. So free your mind, and the rest will follow, Free your mind, and the rest will follow, because no one survives at the end of the day when it comes to pain like that. Okay? Somebody's going to wind up hurting. Even if the other one feels fine, somebody's going to hurt, So, that's all I wanted to say for that. And I'm supposed to end this with a song, so I'm going to get this in. Hopefully it don't click me off. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. And this is a little raggedy though. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. No, I'm not going to hit y'all with that part right now. Ain't no need for everybody had no nightmares tonight. But I just wanted to let y'all know that. No, I'm running with it because I don't know if this thing can really blink me off or not. You know what I'm saying? But stay tuned because I am going to do a dramatic reading. If not tonight, I'll get it to you guys tomorrow. And I love y'all. Stay positive. Stay blessed, and keep your heads up. And don't let nothing hold you down. Don't let nothing hold you down. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what make you happy in life, no matter what that be. If you feel like riding a bike with, I don't know, I was going to say no drawers on, but no, I wouldn't suggest you do that. But whatever you want to do in your life that makes you happy, don't matter, okay? Do that. Do that, because it's important. And I love you guys. This is the first day back, so I'm a little rusty. But by midweek, I'm going to be up on it and shining again, okay? All righty. Have a good night. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.